If human beings have one thing in common, whether they are from Switzerland or Swaziland, whether they are Aborigines or Aleuts, it's food. It may not be what makes us human, after all, reptiles eat food too, but it certainly often defines how we live. Food was also the only reason I ever had to talk about religion when I was a kid. Growing up in Southern California, I almost never talked about being Muslim. None of my elementary school classmates talked about religion, and neither did I. After all, who talks about religion at recess? It wasn't relevant to playing on the playground, or doing my homework, or going to birthday parties. It just never came up. Except when it came to food. The only time I ever had to talk about being Muslim in elementary school, or even middle school, was during the occasional birthday party or play date, when the only food available was, for instance, pepperoni pizza. And then I'd have to explain that I couldn't eat the pepperoni pizza because pepperoni was pork, and I didn't eat pork because I was Muslim. Then I'd have to explain what being Muslim meant. Once in a while, being Muslim came up in the classroom as well. I remember when, in 7th grade, we began the study of China in my social studies class. One day, a classmate's mother, who had immigrated from China, brought wontons for the class to taste. She had made the wontons herself. She handed me a wonton nestled in the sort of stiff brown paper napkin that seems to be standard in every classroom. I had never tasted wontons, but I liked trying new foods. I saw that this bite-sized object looked like it was made of some type of dough, and I popped it into my mouth. As I chewed thoughtfully, I heard a classmate ask the mother, "What's inside it?" "It's pork," she said, passing by my desk. I froze. Pork? There I sat, with a mouthful of pork? My religion did not allow me to eat pork. I was afraid to chew it, and I was afraid to swallow it. But I couldn't spit it out either, because that would have been unthinkably, horrendously rude, and my parents had always stressed politeness. What could I do? I sat for a few minutes in my chair, my eyes filling with tears, and my mouth full of pork, until I finally gave up and swallowed. I spent the rest of the class period terrified that I would throw up. That night, I couldn't sleep. Finally, I padded out into the living room where my parents were watching television, and I told them the whole guilty story. My father laughed and told me that God would forgive me. "Making a mistake is not a sin," he said, "and yes, I know you realized it was pork and you swallowed it anyway. It's over now and you did your best. Go back to sleep." Food is just about the most universal of subjects. We welcome people to our houses with food, build our social lives around food, celebrate with food, and obviously cannot survive without food. It stands to reason, then, that religions might have something to say about food as well. Many religions set down food guidelines. The guidelines are sometimes periodic, like not eating meat on Friday.